everything that happens in the world today is recorded and posted in the social media networks. All that information is there. There is a lot of passion, there's a lot of comments, there's a lot of different ways of people relating to products and enterprises. And it's a goldmine, if we can use it. And that's the challenge that we are trying to address here in IBM. Because analyzing social media and generating useful information from social media data is really hard. And that's because the way people express themselves in social media. People tend to be very passionate. People use very colloquial expressions. So here in IBM, and we have developing tools to analyze this kind of data. But we found that the only way to do it well is using cognitive computing technologies. And by that I mean systems that can learn how to behave and how to produce the results by looking at data that was given to them. In the case of social media, what we have been doing here in IBM Research Brazil is basically we developed a system that receives a group of social media posts that were being manually labeled by people. For instance, saying what's positive and negative, if a tweet is positive or negative or something like that. And the machine gets data like this. And using very sophisticated algorithms of machine learning, we develop a method that can replicate what people have done manually in terms of labeling those tweets with other posts that the machine has never seen before. So when we put this to run, and we can then analyze millions of posts in real time. There are many areas where we are using this technology, and one that's very interesting and very important here in Brazil is large soccer events. And that area is interesting because there's a lot of passion in the posts, there's a high volume, and the opinions change dramatically all the time according to what's happening in the events. That kind of information can allow, for instance, a player to understand better how his audience, his public, his image is being perceived by all the fans. Can help a team manage better its public relations. It can be used by a TV network to relate better to its audience. And all that can be done in real time. All it can be done with incredible large volumes of data. We are very excited about what's happening in terms of sport events here in Brazil. And well, we are hoping that we analyze 30 million posts if Brazil reaches the final of the games. And I hope they are very happy Brazilians, yes, and that we can contribute to understand this huge event that's happening this year. We are doing work in analyzing what people post about their life to help companies that have products and services that could be interesting for them at exactly those moments. So for instance, we have taught our system to recognize marriage events when they are posted in social media. This information can be used, for instance, by a bank to say if this person is going to marry, it's more likely that this person wants a mortgage proposal. So we avoid spam by doing this, by allowing companies to listen directly what their clients are saying. This kind of technology can also be used in situations of large events, especially live events like, for instance, a presidential debate on TV. And in this case, this would allow, for instance, media companies and journals and newspapers to see this data and understand how the different issues a candidate is talking, how its responding is affecting the people who vote.